Right, we have made it to Thursday, and today we're going to be talking about adverbs. We're also going to spend Friday talking about adverbs. Adverbs can get a little complicated and confusing, so we're going to spend 2 days going over this parts of speech. But before we start, let's review our adjectives from yesterday. So remember, our adjectives describe a noun. It adds more details to our sentence. And remember, we can ask what kind, showing us the shape, the color, or the size, or we can ask how many, which gives us a number, adds more detail. Those are our adjectives describing a noun. But now our adverbs, can you guess what they describe by looking at the name? They describe verbs. They can also describe adjectives, but today we will just be focusing on verbs and how they describe verbs today. So an adverb, it tells you how, when, or where. Remember, if you have a pencil and paper at home, I want you to grab a quick pause, go grab a paper and pencil, and take notes as we go over the video, just like we would take notes in school. That way, when we do our homework, you don't have to rewatch this video 10 times. You'll have your notes that you can look back to and reference to. And then when we have a test, you'll have your notes to study. All right, so an adverb tells how, when, or where. Some adverbs tell you how, and these adverbs usually end in ly. So we should be used to that, learning about our suffixes, words ending in ly. So now it's coming together. So let's go over some examples. Adverbs tell how. So in these sentences, we have adverbs which tell how something was done. So remember, adjectives, we found the noun in the sentence and asked what kind or how many. But for adverbs, we're going to look for the verb in the sentence, and for these sentences, we're going to ask how. So he ran quickly to the park. Now, ran is our action verb. Now we're asking, how did he run? He ran quickly. Quickly tells us how he ran. And many adverbs explain how something happened. So it's, how did this happen? So she sang joyfully, but he sang sadly. So I want to go to find my action verb, find my verb, sang. All right, so now, how did she sing? She sang joyfully. So that's describing how she sang. But how did he sing? He sang sadly. So sadly describes how he sang. They're describing the verb. All right, he quickly finished so he could slowly eat his dessert. So let's go to the first verb, finished. Now, how did he finish? He finished quickly. He ate his dinner extremely fast, very quickly, so how could he eat his dessert? Slowly. Now it's showing how he ate his dessert. He ate his dessert slowly. So that's going over how. So you want to find your verb when you do your homework, find your verb, what's happening in the sentence, what they're doing, and then ask how. How did he run? How did she sing? And that's going to show our adverbs. But adverbs also tell when. So these sentences have adverbs that tell when something was done. All right, so I came to school yesterday. So now we have to ask when. When did you come? Came is our verb. So when did you come to school? Yesterday. So I'm going to underline my yesterday because that's the adverb telling when you came to school. Yesterday. All right, it's telling when something was done. Yesterday, I called the store so I could pick up my order today. When did you call the store? Well, called yesterday. And when, so we have another verb, when can you pick up your order? You can pick up the order today. So when? Yesterday I called. They said I can pick up today. So pick up goes with today and called goes with yesterday. So some sentences have two verbs. So make sure you look through the whole sentence. Number 3, we can go now or we can go later. So again, 2 verbs, can go. So let's look at the first one. We can go when? When can we go? Now. So that's saying when. Or, now we have another verb, so let's ask a question. Or we can go when? Later. So that's going to be our adverb, saying when something was done or when we can do something. We can do it now or we can go later. So that's going over our when adverbs. Now we're going over our where adverbs. These adverbs tell where something happened. So we can play inside. So my verb is play. Where can we play? Inside. That's where. So we're going to underline. All right. The bird is flying here and there. So we know that flying is our action verb. It's something the bird is doing. Where is the bird flying? Here. But are they only flying here? No, because they're also flying there. So you can have more than one adverb in a sentence. All right, our next sentence. Walk forward and sit there. So now we have 2 verbs again. We have walk and sit. So let's first go over walk. If I go to my first verb and I say walk where? They're saying walk forward, walk right in front of you. So that's my adverb saying where. And sit is my next verb. Sit where? Sit right there. So now let's quick do an adverb review. So remember, adverbs change their categories. All right, so our adverbs, remember, we're looking to our verb. When we find our verb, we're asking the question, how? We're asking the question, where? And we're asking the question, when? So those are the 3 things that we're going to be asking with our adverbs for now. All right, and tomorrow, we'll go over adverbs again. Remember, adverbs tell you more about the word they modify. They're telling you more about the verb. All right, so today we're going to have just one IXL standards going over adverbs. And if you're confused at all, if you have any questions, message me, and then I will add it into the lesson tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be going over adverbs again. All right, thank you and have a good day.